Well, this is Tamelia coming to you from my YouTube channel, I Am Talking. Today I will be discussing gaslighting and some of the effects of gaslighting. Um, Gaslighting is an abusive tactic that is used by narcissistic individuals to get you to believe that what you actually believe or things that you may have requested from them are far from the truth, and to get you to believe whatever it is that they want you to believe. I was actually reading Psychology Today, and I'll reference her information at the bottom, but her name is Stephanie Sarkis, and she just basically discusses, gaslighting, and he basically says that it's a manipulative tactic, and unfortunately, it's far too many times it works. If you've ever been in a narcissistic, abusive relationship, then you'll know that a lot of times you'll begin to feel, very abused, very not wanted. Kind of feel like if you're the type of person like me, I have to. I always have my hands in something. So that means whether, I like to work out, I enjoy reading books, I have, some personal, business that I'm working on. So, there's a lot of things that I like to do. Do things with my family a lot of the times. I'm a family person, and both sides of my family just happen to be, big. And so I'm always doing something, like I always have my hand in something, and I don't mind. I like fashion. I like obviously I like makeup. I like hair. I like all that stuff. I'm into all of it. I'm into eating right. I'm into just like I'm into all that good stuff. And so, but that's my identity. That's who I am. And when you grow as a person, you just elevate what you are doing right then even more. The more information that you learn, the more that you elevate yourself. And so when you're with the narcissist, this self that you are, little by little, it's being taken away. Your identity is gone. I was in a narcissistic abusive relationship, and I even asked that individual. I said, I where is my place in the relationship? Where do I fit in this equation? Like, I don't feel like I have a place in the relationship. I can remember on, for days and days on end, just basically everything being about you, or what you're gonna do, to get to the next level in your life, how you're going to succeed, what it is that you want to do long term, retirement. Everything. And here I am. Before I met you, I had all these things laid out. I know exactly what I'm going to do. But then when it got to the point for me to carry these things out, it was like, oh no. You can put that on hold until this time, or you can put that on hold, and until a different, it's just not the time for that. It's not. I'm like, whoa. How is it that you get to do everything that makes you feel great, that makes you feel accomplished, and um and then in the process you want me to, you for sure want me to toot your horn, but then when it comes to me, I can't. And so in the relationship, I remember feeling, and that's a part of the gaslighting tactic. It's everything that you are, they kind of strip you from it, and then you're just there for their personal abusive gratification, so to speak, or whatever they want to use you for. And so that's a part of the gaslighting. So if you've ever been in a situation, like I said, that you've you want to accomplish things and get things done, you had a plan, and then all of a sudden it's gone. You're probably in a abusive relationship, and you're most likely being gaslighted. Also, gaslighting can be if you bring something to the individual and you say, hey, I've noticed that you've done this, or and I don't like it when you do this. If you don't mind, if you could just, kind of ease up on me in that area. I'm starting to feel, this way or that way about it. And instead of a person that says, okay, I didn't know I was doing it. I'll start paying more attention. I'm not, I will, no problem. You telling me something I need to work on, for sure. I'll do that. It's not that type of response. It's, what do you mean? That's what I did. What do you know? You did that. And you know what else you did? You did this, this, and this, and this. And you know what? Oh, and you did this too. And I wasn't going to say nothing, but it reminded me of my ex. And you're like, whoa, hold on. Just wait a minute. How did this become about you? I'm explaining to you my feelings, my emotions, and, obviously in a relationship, you're supposed to put down one's feelings and emotions, and the other person takes care of them. The other person puts down their feelings and emotions and hands them over to the other person, expecting them to be careful, of how they feel, and to be sensitive and, delicate with their emotions or their feelings, and for whatever reason. When it comes to you, you take no responsibility for the things that you've done. Well, you can switch it within within a twinkling of an eye. It's just that quick, where you're like, whoa, hold on. We were talking about me and some things that all of a sudden they make it about them. That's gaslighting as well. It's a very manipulative tactic, and I believe a lot of people go through abuse in this realm of it. And so that's how you can identify whether or not you're being gaslighted. Like I said, if you second guess yourself, like, oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong, maybe she or he is right, okay, you're just pretty much taking it at that point. But if you're in the event where you're being gaslighted, you definitely obviously want to always talk about this emotional abuse, guys. And I don't talk about it in a sense where it's like I'm very passionate about it because I've been through it. When you've been through something, and I'm very passionate about it, and this gaslighting, and the reason why I'm talking about it, it goes hand in hand with emotional abuse. And it goes hand in hand with physical abuse as well. But you always know, before there's physical abuse, there's emotional abuse, right? So that's what's gonna come first. And a lot of the emotional abuse is pretty much pulled off of. A lot of the manipulative tactics and things like that are pulled off of this term that we refer to as gaslighting. Okay, and so I definitely want you guys to stay aware of this abusive tactic, and remove yourself from the situation as soon as possible. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Don't try to project who you are onto that individual, or make them a better person, or maybe they'll just be better with this help or that help or this, and no, you should not have to do that. If a person has a good heart, that's exactly what they're going to have. Don't make them be in your head what you see that they can be with years of work, because you're thinking that they can be that way with years of help. And you see yourself sticking by their side with this years of help that they would need. But they don't. They don't think anything's wrong, And so I just want you guys to be aware. I don't want anyone to be emotionally abused at any point in their life. And unfortunately, we deal with this from managers a lot of times, sometimes co-workers, or what have you. When you if you start expressing how you feel in a work setting, then a lot of times they will kind of put your feelings aside and say how they feel. And I've seen it done to several co-workers before, where they just kind of like, oh, yeah, not a big deal. But that person is, they really have a passion and actually feel, a certain way about it when they're addressed this way, or when they're coached this way, or, what have you. So, that manipulative tactic does not always, what I'm saying, have to be used in a relationship setting, a personal or love relationship, so to speak. Parenting as well. It's I've seen it used there several times where, a child says, oh, mom or dad, you do this, it hurts me. And instead of that person looking at it, and saying, oh, whoa, okay, let me deal with this. If you are a parent, then that if your child comes to you and it says that you've done something to hurt them, it's something that you want to look into for sure. Because if it's something that you need to adjust, then that's what you'll do. And a lot of times when a person is gaslighting the child, or they won't pay attention to their feelings or emotions, or they'll blame them and say, okay, well, I did this because you did that, which in a lot of cases is not the ticket price. This shouldn't be the ticket price for the behavior, but hey, that's the check that they write. Or, but I just want you guys to be aware, if you're in a emotionally abusive relationships, guys, please, you can also look on, you can Google, emotionally abusive relationships, or if you guys are being physically abused, which you can always look up the Google the areas, the abusive areas are for battered women in your particular area or your county. The resources are available. Guys, if you're being emotionally abused, please, you have the chance right now to get out of that relationship. And I know that the healing process can be difficult, you going through it, but, you'd rather go through an emotionally abusive relationship and learn something coming out of it, so you can move forward, But who wants to be stuck in an emotionally abusive relationship? Stuck, committed, you've given all of yourself, and it's not enough, nobody wants to be, in that type of relationship. So guys, I want you to be aware of, when you're in emotionally abusive relationships, and one of the things that you can do is, let that individual know, hey, I don't really appreciate, what you said. We won't be talking anymore. I'll be removing myself, from the situation, and stay strong when you were removing yourself from a situation. Because I've been in emotionally abusive relationships, and I wasn't always strong when it came to, the first week, second, third week, and even months, or, and you kind of go back on what you feel, and you second guess yourself a lot of the times, because that's what has been projected into your life to believe, that what you believe is never true. It's never right. It never holds any value. So so what I guess I should just erase everything I'm thinking. If I think something, should I ask that individual if it's true? That's almost what you have to do in an emotionally abusive relationship, or in a gaslighting concept or relationship. So I just definitely want you to remove yourself from the situations, guys. Always self-love is what I talk about all the time. I definitely want you guys to believe in yourself. No matter what, it doesn't matter who believes in you or not, or whatever. I'm the type of person, I never really care what people think. I don't really care. I've just gained that type of, I'm not the type of person to just say, okay, if I hurt your feelings, then then no. I'm a type of person, if I hurt your feelings, and if it's legitimate and makes sense, obviously I'm sorry, I apologize. But as a sense where, people's opinions, about this or that, or me, or I just never been that type of person to really care, what people thought about me. And so that's what you'll have to do when you're dealing with the narcissistic individual and their gaslighting tactics. Because if you're in situations where you cannot get out of them, you gonna have to find a healthy way to distance yourself from them. But what's most important is you. As I always say, love yourself, give to yourself, do what's best for you, and do things in your life that can get you to a better state. Invest in you. It's always what I talk about, and I'll continue to talk about that. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them at the bottom. Again, I'll leave Stephanie's information at the bottom. Please subscribe, like my video. Again, my name is Tamilia, coming to you from my YouTube channel. I Am Talking. You guys have a good day.